Southern resident orcas are an amazing animal for multiple reasons. First of all, they are a highly intelligent, highly emotional animal. They live in these very tight family groups. They live in matriarchal societies, which means that the females are in charge and they dictate where the pods go. They're just a fascinating species to watch and one that a lot of people really connect with. Most recently, the southern residents population has continued to decline. Today we're at just 75 individuals, which is the lowest that it's been in over 3 decades. And we haven't really had many successful births over the last 3.5 years. This population's really struggling not just to survive, but also to produce new members of the population so that they have a future. So there are 3 main threats that the southern resident orcas face. The first is a lack of prey. Their main prey that they go after is Chinook salmon, and those populations of fish have been dropping all over the Northwest due to dams, to historic overfishing, development in salmon habitat, and that leaves a lot less fish for the orcas to eat. The second is pollution. Our southern residents are one of the most polluted marine mammals in the entire world, and it's because of cities like Seattle, Vancouver, Portland living right on the water. Our stormwater runoff pours directly into the environment and it builds up through the food chain into the southern residents. The third big threat is underwater noise and disturbance. Like all marine mammals, southern resident orcas use echolocation to communicate with each other and to find their food. But with so many busy ports in the Salish Sea, there's a lot of noise underwater, and that really disrupts the orcas' ability to communicate with each other and find the few fish that are out there. So Defenders of Wildlife is a strong proponent of coexistence, which means that we are providing tools and resources to human communities that allow us to live better alongside our wild neighbors. When it comes to southern resident orcas, one of the best things that we can do, especially in our more urban environments, is to install rain gardens. These are bowl-shaped gardens that are designed to capture all of the polluted stormwater runoff, and it slowly filters it through the ground, through the plants, and that cleans the water before it goes back into the environment. In 2017, Defenders of Wildlife launched the Orcas Love Rain Gardens program in the city of Tacoma. And through this diverse partnership with local leaders and other nonprofits, we've been able to install and maintain rain gardens at schools and parks throughout the city of Tacoma. Most importantly though, these rain gardens serve as educational outdoor classrooms, giving students the opportunity to directly engage in coexistence and conservation, and reminding students about the connection between our communities and what happens on land and how it impacts the wildlife that we love off our shores. I often get asked the question of what can I do to help the southern resident orcas out, and it's a big question because the orcas face a lot of different threats from a lot of different places. But for folks who live in the Northwest, I strongly recommend getting a rain garden installed. They are fantastic additions to any property and really make a difference for them. For everyone else throughout the country, just be a more conscious consumer. Any chemical, any plastic item that we're using, all of those things eventually lead down to the ocean and impact orcas and other marine wildlife. These whales are resilient and they will find a way to survive as long as we can get out of their way and learn to live alongside them and make sure that they have the fish that they need, the space that they need. We can all live alongside each other.